Okay, here we go. Another unscripted video. It's a sketchbook decorating video, which people like to look at. This is my sketchbook I just finished, 19. It took me 7 months to finish, which is honestly really bad. I usually finish them really fast, and this is very unsatisfying. So this black one here is sketchbook 20 of my small sketchbooks. I also have 5 like big ones. What size are those? Like 11 by 8 or a little bit bigger? I'm not really sure what the size of those big ones are, but these are the little guys, 8 by 4, I think. But we're gonna be decorating. Yay! So to be clear, all of these stickers I bought or were gifted to me, which I know a lot of people, whenever there's like sketchbook decorating videos, they always talk about where they got the stickers. I do not know where I got most of these stickers. I think most of them are from Michaels, specifically these dinosaur ones that you see on screen. They're from Michaels. That if they have a big whiteboard around them, they're probably from Redbubble that someone bought me like a long time ago. All of these big ones, though, are most likely from Michaels or were gifted to me. These are my smaller ones, as you can see how my absurdly large obsessive sticker collection. These little packs, I think, were also given to me, though they could have been from Amazon, which I know they steal a lot of photos and crap for copying things, which isn't great, but I got them, again, a long time ago. I haven't bought stickers in quite a while, except for packs from Michaels, because I really like stickers, but I trust Michaels. I trust Michaels. Don't trust Amazon, though. Anyways, I'm not really doing any specific theme for the sketchbook. I kind of just pick out some big one, like the bigger of the stickers, and I go, yeah, these are like Itsudemo color scheme, and then I just pick through and find smaller ones that match that. And I look through the sketchbooks that I have decorated in the past, and I haven't done a blue one yet, so I chose blue, and it ended up being like not blue at all. Like there's a little bit of blue on the big glasses ones at the top there in the eyes, and you can hardly even see it. And then that hexagon one, which there's a glare on it, so you can't even barely see that it's blue. And then there's a tiny bit of blue in the back, but honestly, the sketchbook ended up not being blue like at all. It's mostly black and white, which my last one didn't have stickers on it because of the stupid pleather cover. But the previous one was like black and white and red. But I also just have a lot of black and white stickers, so a lot of my sketchbooks end up having a black and white theme, which isn't a bad thing, but, you know, it's common. Anyway, so the theme kind of ended up just being like old stuff. Usually there's significantly less of a theme, but in this one it did definitely have like a more vintagey theme. Yeah, usually I just do a color scheme, and then anything that fits the color scheme I slap on, but this time it was very much like, this sticker fits the color scheme, but it doesn't really look good with everything else, which usually doesn't happen. So like, you know, those Minecraft ones that just flash on screen, like, it fit the color scheme, but I don't know, it didn't really fit what I was going for, which is kind of sad, because, you know, I like it to be more sporadic, but it turned out pretty anyway. Not one of my favorites, which is sad. I've had like 2 sketchbooks where it's like, this is the coolest cover I've ever done, and then the rest of them are just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever, which is sad. And also that glare, I apologize. I'm terrible at lighting. This is the only spot in my room that I can record, and it's like nearly directly under my light, which means that I'm leaning under my light, and I cannot fix it. I have a light in front of me that I set up, and it's literally not helping at all. But whatever. I'm not used to recording in person, so you're just going to have to deal for now until I'm used to it and find a better solution. Yay! I am gonna do sketchbook tours at some point, but I haven't decided if I want to start with my first sketchbook, which I fear. I fear very much because, ooh, that thing is old. That was back in middle school when I actually when my art teacher was like, hey, you need to get a sketchbook and draw consistently. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll do that. And oh my gosh, that thing is filled with cringe. And I would love to start there because it makes me sad to think about. But also it's like, well, I just finished Sketchbook 19 and I like the art that I did there, so maybe I should start with that one. Like, I have 20 of these sketchbooks. I could go by era. Like, I could do my middle school sketchbooks and then like my early high school and then my cyber school ones and then my more recent ones. It's not gonna be divided into just those 4 groups. It's definitely more than that because there are so many of them, and also my bigger sketchbooks, and also I have a whole binder of little cutout drawings from like homework. If I would doodle on homework and stuff, I would cut out the drawings and tape them into this binder, which I wish I just taped them into sketchbooks that I was using. That'd be so much simpler, but I didn't, which is inconvenient. I do that now. Not that I still have homework, but you know what I mean. But whatever. I haven't decided how I'm gonna do the sketchbook tours. Maybe I'll wait until I'm done sketchbook 20 so that I can, you know, be like, look, it's all 20 sketchbooks, and then I'll just like show off the covers and then flip through a little bit, and then eventually, like, I don't know. I have to really think about it. You can kind of see me here debating about this little map piece and the blue butterfly. There's 2 butterflies on screen. There's the one that looks like the map. I really am convinced I'm going to use with the map, and then the other one off to the side. And I'm really struggling with the blue one because it matched the map so well. I was like, I'm going to use this. I like it so much. It's so cool. And even here, I'm trimming off the edges because some of these stickers have like really thick borders and it was really ugly. There you go. I'm freaking out about it. I wanted to use them so bad because like they were the exact same color and it looked like the butterfly was like flying off of the map. It looked so cool. And I couldn't figure out how to fit it on. But I actually eventually just put it on the back, which I usually only put 1 sticker on the back corner. I'm not sure why I did that or why I started doing that. But I ended up putting, so the little glasses up there in the corner next to the big ones, I was like, oh cool, I found these little ones, I'll put those on the back so it could be like the theme. It's the glasses, but I ended up putting the blue butterfly on the back too because I was like, I can't, if I put them back in the bin, I'm gonna forget about it and then I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna use them somewhere else and I'll be sad that I forgot about it. So I just stuck them on the back. So here I am. I'm actually starting to stick them down. Yay! I always like doing one of these really long strips, like along an edge or a bottom or whatever, just because it has a nice texture. I got one of these big old glass ones. I actually did one of these glass ones, I think, on the sketchbook before last, which I specifically was like, oh, I'm not going to use one of these. And then I ended up pulling it out of the bin because I was like, I want a cool case for my butterfly. So, oops. Also, sorry, Mr. Centipede, you're getting covered up because butterfly. Haha. Centipedes are cool, but butterfly. The strip at the bottom actually wraps around to the spine, and I ended up ripping it off because I was like, it's gonna get worn out along the fold anyway, and it's gonna fall off, so what is the point? Does anyone else, watch specific things or like listen to stuff while they're working on a specific project, and then anytime they look at that project they can only remember that thing that they were listening to? Because I do that all the time. Like, I know the exact video that I was listening to when I filmed this. It was like a true crime about a kid who went to the French catacombs and like got kidnapped or something. And that's forever ingrained into the memory of this sketchbook cover. Great, I'm so glad. Like, that happens anytime, like, when I was a kid and I would be playing Minecraft, I would have, like, if the TV was on in the background, that specific world, I would remember the exact show that was on in the background. Like, if my mom was watching Pride and Prejudice in the background, anytime that I would play in that world, I'm like, this is the Pride and Prejudice world. That happens frequently. That just popped in my head. I'm running out of things to say, can you tell? I know I don't have to fill every second of the recording with my voice, but I don't know, I feel the need to. This sticker right here is really cool. I love cat skulls. I think they're really neat, and this sticker is rad. I wish this is definitely one of the Amazon ones that that probably wasn't bought by the original artist. I really like it. I wish I could support the original artist and not just freaking Amazon, but if by some happenstance somebody knows who drew this, tell me and I will go throw money at them. I also really like the girl reading the book. That one's so cute. It's my favorite one on the sketchbook. It's really freaking shiny though. I also want to apologize for all of my lip smacking in all of my videos. Probably specifically this one though, because of my rambling thoughts. I just lip smack a lot apparently, and I don't realize it until I'm editing my audio and I'm like, holy crap, bro, keep your mouth shut. Can you stop making all of that noise? And the answer is no. That's just how my mouth works. I've had a lot of mouth problems growing up. I had braces for over 10 years. No, for 10 years. It doesn't matter. So mouth sounds are just an inevitability with me. Eventually I will probably learn to make less noises like that the more I record stuff, so just bear with me. Also, my microphone quality I'm sure doesn't help in providing a great listening experience. I do actually have a nice Yeti microphone. I'm not using it because I record on my iPad, because recording in the editing software is easier than recording on a computer with the Yeti and then somehow sending it to my iPad. I'm just lazy. I could edit on my computer, but then I would have to find a nice editing software, and again, I'm lazy, and I actually really like using iMovie. It makes sense to me, and every other editing software I've tried to use is complicated, so I won't use it because lazy. Yeah, anyway, look, I'm done. For the most part, not entirely. I still have to do the back, but like, cover's done. Woohoo! Here's a little stupid. I was like, yeah, look, I can do, because I always write the number on the spine, and then I do a little doodle of like what's on the cover on the bottom of the spine. And so I was like, well, if the strip sticker is wrapping around, then I can stick one of the hearts like underneath, because I did that on 2 other spots. I was like, oh, I can stick it underneath, I can like be a continuous one, but like in my head I was like, I'm gonna rip this up. Like in my head I already knew that I was gonna remove it, and then I didn't even end up drawing on the bottom anyway, so that was kind of pointless. I will probably end up drawing like an eye or something, but we'll see. Yeah, and then we're almost there. We just have to stick the last few stickers on, and then right on the spine. Woohoo, almost there. Yeah, this video is so much longer. I've never had to talk this long. Usually I only have to talk for a minute and a half for my It's a Book Fairy Wings thing, which actually, if you're watching, well, I guess this is only gonna go on YouTube, so of course you're watching on YouTube, but my YouTube audience actually doesn't know what that is, because I only post my It's a Book on Instagram and TikTok, which I'm thinking about deleting my TikTok because TikTok is trash. Yeah, but I have a series on Instagram that's I'm summarizing a childhood book that I really enjoyed, and I'm animating it. And eventually when I'm done, I'm like a little over halfway. It's very slow. When I'm done animating everything, I'm gonna edit it all together, and then I'm gonna post it to YouTube. Was the plan. But actually the book is split up into 3 parts, and I'm done the first 2 parts, so maybe I should just edit those like part 1 and then post that, and then part 2, post that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm tired. Recording is exhausting. Like these paint pens, I got paint pens and they're so fun to use. They're Sharpie brands and they're whack. I've never had paint pens before. I also got a few Poscas because the paint pen set didn't come with orange, pink, or teal, so I had to supplement with some Poscas. Poscas are freaking expensive, but the Sharpie ones weren't. Actually, it's funny. The Sharpies have like bullet nib or brush nib, and the brush nibs were so much more expensive than the bullet nibs, like absurdly more expensive. And it's like, Poscas only have bullet nibs. I'm just gonna use bullet nibs so that if I like Poscas more, it's easier to transition. Anyway, here we go. This is the finished part. Look how pretty the book reading girl is. Ah, so cute. That's what I ripped off. I ripped it off after I was done recording, so you don't even get to see it. Huh? That's the pretty moth. Glasses. Yeah, it turned out pretty cool. It's 19 next to 20. It's a little bit bigger, so that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Yay! But now I have to. I don't have. There's no room. So I might be able to cram it in there. Oh, that's a no. All right, just sit it on top. Yep, that's